our last episode. Right. When we start our program, to do that, we will have as they settle, we'll have an opening song. That will be song number 530 of the hymnals. 530. It is well with my soul. 530. Now we have a number of musicians here. We can help us get to the tune, and then we can sing together number 530. It is well with my soul.
When peace.
Let's sing together.
When
peace like a river
as it ended my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my Lord thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul,
with my soul.
it is well with my soul. Mercy for the joy of His glorious thought, my sin not in part, but the whole is nailed to that cross, and I bear it no more. Praise the Lord, oh my soul. It is well with my soul,
With my soul.
it is well with my soul. Is the day when my face shall be sad, the clouds be rolled up as a scroll, the clouds shall resound, and the Lord shall be said, even so, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul,
It is well
with my soul.
Now we love first scripture reading from Sophie.
But all that time
Thank you.
Amen.
We'll continue with the program. And now we'll have a family introduction. Family introduction.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Thank you for coming. I'll take a quick time to introduce the Anyieni's family. That is brothers and sisters of mother, late mother, and their children, those who are around. Kindly stand so that I think your face. Yes. I'll start from the eldest, finish with the youngest. This lady here is Marcela Kerubo. She is the eldest in the Anyieni's family. This is Edith Mwango. She is her eldest daughter. This is Edwin Mekenya. He is the follower of Edith. Then we have Nancy Nyaera Yangau. She's the second born. Then we have Eliud Wade, is the third born. Then we have me, Abednego Nchai. Then we have Kennedy Nyata. He follows me, and that is his son Arnold, the wife Lee. Then we have this is the wife to Edwin, and these are the children. They are seated here. I'm sorry about that. Then in between there are two guys who are not there. One of them is here. That is Mother Kwamboka. And then we have late Sarange. Then lastly, we have Carol. This is our last born. And these are her children, Faith and Sophie. I think I'm done. And then we have Joseph. Where are you, Joseph? I don't know if he has arrived. Joseph. We have mother's son Joseph. I think he's on the way. He's running late. We expect him to come. Perhaps if he comes, and then we also have Jeremiah, who is not with us. He's back in Kenya. He was not there. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll now go to our second song, number 478 on our hymnals. 478. Let's start together.
Hold on. Let's do that. Sweet hour of blessed hour. And see how my Father's throne met all my wants and wishes. In seasons of distress and grief, my soul has often found relief, and often said that tempter said, but thou return, sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer, thou which and my petition bear, to Him whose truth and faithfulness engage thy way to salty and since He bids me seek His face, believe His word and trust His grace, I'll cast on Him my every care, and wait for Thee, sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer, may I thy consolation share, till from one peace of softly comes, I view my home and take my flight in my immortal flesh are fast to seize the everlasting Christ, and shout while passing through the air, farewell, farewell, sweet hour of prayer.
Now we have come to the time that we will give a chance to a few individuals to speak or say something about the late, share their memories and thoughts as we celebrate our life. And we will start with friends. I'll invite London if you are here. It's not there. Then Alice. Is Alice here? Alice? How about Joyce? Joyce Wanta?
My name is Joyce. I am late sister-in-law. We come a long way with Martha. I knew her back in Nairobi in 1990. When we were both young, we quickly developed a relationship and a deep friendship. And, you know, as a mother, she was always there. Me being quiet-natured, she being quiet-natured, we shared a very strong bond. And as we brought up our children together, she was always there for me. She held my hand along the way. She nurtured me as a young mother. She counseled me. And I'll truly miss her. And we later came back to meet here in America after a couple of years. And here again, she was here for me, held my hand, talked to me, was there always for me. As we remember Martha today, we celebrate her life. And as we bid her all goodbye, we'll all miss her. I'll miss her dearly. She was a good friend, always there to listen and to hold the hand when needed. And I'm sure that we all share the memories we have with her. Even as we bid her farewell today, we'll all hold her close in our hearts. And God bless you all.
Thank you, Joyce. Sarah, it's your turn if you can come up and say something.
Mother, she's been our sister. It's hard to find what to say. She's quiet, but she was a lovely lady. I don't have much to say. I've known her since Carol was married to our family, and she's been part of it. We really miss her, and I pray for the family to be strong and our children, and we pray that she will rest. I don't have much to say.
Thank you, Sarah. Before we invite the family to speak, they have a lot to share about their sister. I'll invite one of our community representatives to talk. Mr. David, the mentor, you can come up and share with us.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you all for coming. I'd like to thank Anyieni for introducing the family. We're a large community here. These things happen. I just spoke with my CMO from Kenya, Julius Kiwage, and he really appreciates how hard you worked trying to take care of Martha, Anyieni, and the family. That's a message from Julius. He said you took turns coming from Kenya to come and take care of Martha because you loved her and you didn't want to see her go. Some of us have gone through that, where we are told your relative is gone. The doctors say take him home. But then we raise millions and take him to India and bring him back to Kenya in a coffin because we didn't want to see him go. It's the same thing. You did the same. But God spoke. God said, it's time for Martha to rest. Martha's job was done. She did whatever she could do on this earth. And you all showed her love. I didn't know Martha until when she was already on a wheelchair. But Semoyane gave me a scenario all her life when she was in Nairobi. And she gave you all credit that you are a strong family. And you did whatever you can. And you said goodbye. On behalf of our community here, we want to appreciate your family, and we want to see us family too be together and be strong and be each one's keeper. Things happen, but let's support each other as we always do. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We now want to hear from the family members. And first to come up, Joseph, if you are here. Okay. Mwango, if you can come up. Okay.
Good morning once again. I'm not a very good public speaker, so you'll forgive my flaws. I want to read something small that I drafted last evening. Lately, my sister became more private. I think because of the sickness and because of what was happening in her life. Some of you may be privy to it. If not so, let it be. First and foremost, I want to ask two people to rise up so that you may recognize them. Oh, three. Sorry. Three. Mercy, please stand. Carol, please stand. Deborah, please stand. I'll start with Carol. She became like the father and mother of my sister. Thank you. Mercy was everything. I thank God for her. She's a strong woman. Deborah, she became part of the family to take care of mother. Thank you. Mother Kwamboka, aka MJ. She had 2 sons, and both of them, their names start with J. So we call her MJ. Mama Jere, Mama Joseph. By the way, yesterday was her birthday. She was born on 22nd day of November 1965 to the late Mzee Zablon Anyieni, late, and Mama Eunice Bosibori. She was the 6th born in a family of 9. Our first sister passed on. We never saw her. Not even Mercy saw her. Her name was Dorcas Nyareso. Then followed by Marcela Kerubo, or Mercy. Then followed by Nancy Nyaero. Then followed by Eliud Owe. Then followed by Abednego Nchari. Then Kennedy Nyata. Then late Ruth Sarange. Then Caro Kemuto Mokogoti. Mother went to Nyakoiba Primary School from 1970. Nyakoiba Primary School is in our village. It is in Kisii County. And the sub-county is Kenyenya sub-county. For those who come from Kenya. That was from 1970 to 1977. That time it was from standard 1 to standard 7, and then to form 1 to form 4, then form 5 and 6. It's not like the present system. So from Nyakoiba Primary School, she joined Sronga Girls High School. Those of you who come from Kisii and Nyamira County know what I'm speaking about. It was a big school. That was from 1978 to 1981. Afterwards, she joined Queensway Secretarial College in Nairobi, and was later employed by the University of Nairobi in finance department. She later transferred to Juna. Juna was the SACCO, the SACCO for the university. I hope you understand what I mean. The Savings and Credit Society. She was very enterprising, so she didn't stay long at work. She resigned and left employment and started a business in Nairobi with her husband. They started a small bureau. At lunchtime I used to go there to take my lunch. I was then a civil servant at the treasury. So the business grew. At one time, for those people who know Nairobi, in Nature House, my sister who just, the first sister who talked, her husband used to, have an office in the same building. She can attest to that. They had a whole floor of that building. It was a big business, and it was doing well. They employed over 20 people, and very many casuals, because it was a business where they needed a lot of labor, manual labor. So the business went on rising and rising, and it became big and very many people benefited from that business. MJ was a strong spiritual woman. She and her husband served in Nairobi Central Church for many years. I think mostly in dignitary department. The family was also philanthropic in church activities and many occasions in weddings, in funerals. They were a source of inspiration to me personally. And I think family can attest to that. Mother was blessed with 2 sons, Jeremiah Mabiria, who is back at home, and Joseph Anyieni, called after my father. Jeremiah resides in Kenya and could not make it here today. MJ and her family moved to USA in the year 2000. Her family was instrumental in assisting and facilitating the settling of family members in this country. And that, once again, family can attest to it. The people you are seeing here and who reside in the US, it was through MJ that they came here, for sure, before she joined them later. She was a very influential person in the family, though she was much younger than us. MJ also worked for many years as a registered nurse, both in Minnesota and Texas. She has left an everlasting impact and mark, not only to the family, but in the communities that she interacted with. And I think even at age 53, we can agree that, as Paul tells us in the book of 2 Timothy, verse 4, verse 7 to 8, she fought a good fight, she finished the race, and kept the faith. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you so much for that speech, which also covers the theology. When you are ready, you can come.
Everyone, I apologize about my voice. Does anyone have an app for mic? App for mic? My best. Okay. I want to start by thanking you all for being here to celebrate a well-lived life. Mother. For those who don't know me, my name is Wango. I go by Edie as well. The eldest niece of Martha. Growing up as a child, we lived in the same house, and Martha was not just an ordinary aunt. She was a mother to me, and more importantly, a friend. Because of her quiet nature, it might have been difficult for some people to understand who she was. Martha was the kind of person who had a strong dislike for conflict. So she would choose to be quiet and loose instead of engaging in choose peace instead of engaging in argumentative conversations. There's so many ways to describe Martha, and I cannot, it will take weeks for me to tell you all about her. When I think of the alphabet, I can come with more than 5 words for each letter of the alphabet. When I think of A, Martha adored her children and her family. She remained active until ALS totally disabled her. B, Martha was very beautiful and a strong believer in her faith. C, Martha was a calm person. She was very courageous and very clean. We have a family nickname which we labeled her OCD because that's how clean she was. D, she was a devoted family member, especially to her sons, Joseph and Jeremiah, who, by the way, are not just my cousins. They're my brothers. And if Joseph and Jeremiah were here, they would tell you growing up, and they can give a lot of stories of me being a big sister. For E, she was very elegant. F, she was a fighter. She fought for everything that she thought was right. She fought for her family, especially her boys. G, Martha was very generous. And you didn't have to be a family member or anybody close in order for her to be generous. H, she was very humble. I, she was an introvert. And we all have different perceptions of introverts, and I leave that up for you to be the judge. But she was also industrious. J, Martha was very joyous. K, she was very kind and knowledgeable. L, Martha was full of love. She was very loving. M, she was a mother to many, me being one of them. N, she remained neat throughout her life, even to the last moments of her life. O, we all know, for those who know her very closely, you know how very well organized she was. P, she was very patient. She was very productive, and she was also private. And again, we all have different perceptions of private people. I leave that up to you. Q, Martha was very quiet in nature, and she was very quality oriented. R, she was very, very respectful, and especially resilient, especially the last 2 years of her life. S, Martha was very secretive. T, she was very truthful. U, Martha was very understanding. V, she was very valuable to all people that loved her. W, she was a very wise woman and wonderful. X, she was a senior person. She helped build senior communities. Y, she remained youthful. Z, Martha was very zealous. I want to once again thank everyone. We have a lot of people that are not here, and they have always been with us spiritually. Just all connections. Some of you might have come and may not have been able to see her. You might have been praying for her from overseas, wherever you are. We are very thankful, and she thanked you all. She was a quiet person, but very thankful. Again, I would like to give special thanks to Karen and the family, which is Deborah and my mom. They really dedicated their lives to really take good care of Martha. I want to thank you, Faith and Sophie. You girls, I am very proud of you. You gave up your bedrooms. You always woke your mom up in the middle of the night because you're worried about Auntie Martha. You gave her massage. You painted her nails. You wanted to make sure I was brushing her teeth okay. I can go on and on. I'm very proud of you. And I really pray that this experience you've had doesn't affect you negatively. Not a lot of children of your age go through what you two have gone through. And it's okay to cry. It's okay to mourn. You loved your aunt and she loved you so much. I want to thank you all for being here today. Thank you.
Okay, for those who are inside, I think it would be better to move out here because we don't have the mic working. So if you can just, you have enough space on the sides, it will be easier for you to hear. Just to close on the speeches, I'll invite somebody who has been very instrumental, active in our society, especially when we have lost loved ones. He's always there for us. And I'll invite Pastor Mwebi, if you can come and say a word.
Well, the family of Martha was gone. We are here to let you know that God loves you. We love you too. You'll be missing interaction and attachment to your loved one. But your loved one says, don't grieve as if you have no hope. Your loved one says she has been set free from all these problems in this world. But we are here to be with you through this stage of grieving at the moment. And I would like to appreciate our communities around us, both believers, churchgoers, and those who do not go to church. You are always with families that have challenges of whatever form. So our communities, I really appreciate what you do. For churches, churchgoers, leaders, pastors, church elders, and church officers, and church members, thank you so much for providing spiritual services to our communities and to this family. This family attachment to both community and the churches in their neighborhood. They have given their services to other families. When the other families have problems like death, they are there. So we thank you so much, the Anyieni family, for the services also you give to our communities, and all of us for coming together to support, to comfort our family, friends in our communities. So I pray for all of us to continue supporting, come wherever there is need in our communities, to all our friends, our family members, and everyone. Our churches have no walls of partition. Walls of partition were destroyed when we knew about Jesus Christ. And we love you as churches, regardless who you are, regardless of your status. We love you. Whenever there is a problem, all our churches, we are there. And those who do not get time and a chance to come, I appeal to all of our church members in our communities to avail yourselves whenever there is need, whenever there is a problem in our families. May the Lord be with each one of us. May the Lord take care of this family and all of us. And at the end, we know a better world is coming. And that world where God will be, there will be no more sorrow, no more pain, no more crying, no more death. May the Lord be with each one of us as we continue. But remember, we are with you, and thank the community and the church members, all of us. Thank you. May the Lord be with each one of us.
Thank you, Pastor Mwemi. And now we'll have a second scripture reading from Faith.
The verse I'm going to read today is from Psalms 90, verse 12. Teach us to realize how short our lives are, then our hearts will become wise.
Thank you, Faith. And now we'll have a special item from Nicodemus. Nicodemus, you can give us a special item.
I take this opportunity to thank you all for coming to celebrate with us for the final journey of our sister mother. And as we know that this is not the end. The end is coming soon for those ones who believe, because I know some don't believe, whereby we shall be in no gathering. There shall be no gathering like this. There shall be no tears falling like this. There shall be no mourning. There shall be no speeches. And the third praise which is coming, it will only take those ones who will follow Christ's footsteps. I'm going to present an anthem, and it's in our language. For those ones who will not understand, I ask those who are closer to them to translate them. And the anthem is about the home which is coming, which is heaven, whereby everybody of us will be only singing. Where we are going soon, we shall only be singing on that throne, whereby Jesus and God will be seated there. Tell them goes like this. Na yigurense egotokare no mochiomo yase Yeso yarachire ayate togwa nensease totakwe rine totagote se totagote rime totagote setutagote rinde asinsiyikia setutatayaye toiwana neryoka butambe totogyo mugami aseogotera nizetotaqwe rinde totagote totagote sease totagote rinde totagote totagote sease totagote rinde mereme koera tonyore putwa matemwa mechando ere Mario yai wanane na wanchua awakwete kare totagote totagote sease totagote rinde totagote totagote sease totagote rinde nereme koera tonyore gutwa mechonona matema ere totogyo mogami aseogotera neze ase totakwe rinde totagote totagote sease totagote rinde totagote totagote sease totagote rinde.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nick, for that song that reminds us of a coming home that we shall never get home, never die. That's a good reminder, especially on this kind of occasion. Before Pastor comes to give us a word of encouragement, I want to give one mzee here, where the late comes from. You will speak on behalf of the community back home, mzee Kwena, if you can, or Kwena and Chango. We will be already in the Kanyapa Yawan to make an okay matter is always.
Kuyamana aseri baga, kuyamana aseri baga, mote ni rugu mereka, weri tuke weri diare. Tangan inca sama jeta, batu kio kue nangge, Kurumanchoge Magenche. Aiga muna tua aiga influenci. Tuarete ama gombaito. Ase tuario kowa. Oyo kora. Iche kurwa ni ase kenyokia Magenche. Yona atenira aiga Anyieni marehemu alinga noyo mito. Abana babwa mnyeta aiga boss. Intabata chama dieta. Yo mayeta umo nyete, barumbe mayete. Na abana bane. Iwo swalele na balbu aiga kwa miaka mitatu. Kwa mnyele na bwa. Kono Nikeringa na maombo tualetira ase influence. Pole sana sabana walibane mos aso sire liwano lomino mwabaile mukubolenda ase kwa mtabule so kurwele bwaye wabaile mukumujanda agwa sero koibo bono nabo kunganya kurwa so sigurense iyo nendo byo manene nganye begete omwali okitero omuntu nabwate nikuli yaye metanti yaye mere bono como ko batore agende gutumuka ase obulima bwali butakorera ekero goika umungu wa akikola nenseye akikorora mbali akachobole baye elindanya ale kubaira iwo kuyamona aselibaga kwa mwenyekiti kwa nafasi unanipatia. Thank you so much.
Now, friends, we have come to a time that we'll give the minister of the word to share with us a word of encouragement. Times like this, we need a word from the Lord. So I'll invite Pastor Shuma, who has been very supportive in this community, to speak to us. Pastor Shuma.
Good morning. I speak to the subject, what is in a name? Is that all right? Is that okay? Yes. What is in what? In a name. Yes, and you shall call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins. I speak to the subject, what is in a name? I went to Botswana for a week lecture, and the guy who met me at the airport looked at me and he said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yes." And he said, "Never mind." And I said to him, "Sure." And he looked straight into my eyes and he said, "Never mind." I said, "Well," I said, "my name is Shuma." And he said, "Yes, yes, yes, yes. My name is Never Mind. Never mind Chikoba." I've grown to love his name, but you know, when you meet a man at the airport and he introduces himself as Never Mind. I taught in Zambia. Back in the day, there was a register for students, you know. So in the morning when they come, you read their names, isn't it? I tell you, you think you have names. I found some very interesting names in Zambia. Yeah. Names like Sometimes, Immaculate, Camp Meeting, Moab, Collateral Damage. Actually, Church Kid was name was Collateral Damage. What's in your name? His name is Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins. Are we okay? Yes. In Zulu, the word for a child is umntwana. Umntwana. But the name of a royal child is Ingana. Are we together? Two different names, Umntwana and Ingana. Strangely, when I looked at the languages in southern East Africa, I met people who have the word Eti Ghana. Is that a Swahili word?
It's a kissy name.
It's a what?
Kissy.
It's a kiss name?
Yes.
What does it mean? Huh? It means what?
The queen.
Queen. If I were to say the word Martha, if I were to say the word Martha, what is its meaning? If that name was given in the Kisi language, what would we be saying? Huh? What does the word Martha mean? You people just give your children names. That's why they end up called sometimes. Never mind. Now let me tell you, the word Martha in the Zulu language is Ininagazi. That is a queen. Somebody who is a lady. Are we together? What is in a name? A name not only identifies you, it's not only a way of saying, Nyarusa, present. No. A name identifies you. There are certain people, when you mention their names, they're not even there. You immediately put your hand on your wallet. Because you know that if they have access close to your money, just your name alone, they're hold tight. I'm saying, dear friends, Martha, I met you. I think I met you before, but I didn't know her. But 2 Fridays ago, the family invited us to her home, and we found her in her sick bed, and we prayed for her. We actually had an anointing service for her. I say that because when I began to hear about her, the name Martha, that she was given as a child, and that through the years she has lived up to the name Martha. And above all, she embraced the name Jesus. That is why Paul says, we need not weep as unbelievers, because in our heart and in our mind, we have embraced the name Jesus. And when it comes to that name Jesus, family, big brother, my Kenyan friends have taught me that a life is celebrated because you only know we have 2 lives, and you begin to live the second life when you realize you have 1 life. Should I repeat that? We live 2 lives, and we enjoy and we live the second life when we realize that we have 1 life. We begin living when we are still alive. And therefore the question is, if a man dies, if a lady dies, if Martha dies, can she live again? The answer is simple, yes, because the grave of Jesus Christ is empty. Oh death, where is your sting? Oh grave, where is your victory? For the last enemy to be destroyed is death. And therefore we can celebrate Martha's life, the life of Etingana, Ininagazi, royalty, a lady. I'm closing. 1992. I flew from here to Johannesburg. Mandela had just been released. I'd never seen Nelson Mandela. I grew up when he was in prison. So in 92 I fly into Johannesburg, and a friend of mine who was the chairman of the West Johannesburg chapter of the ANC says, before we get home, let's go for this convention and Mandela will be speaking. So I say, man, take me home, I'm tired. He says, no, you got to go and see Mandela today, you'll never see him again. So we go in, and as we walk into the auditorium, the security is tight because we do not trust any of those boers, they could do anything. And so as we walk in, they pat me and they feel Kumalo is on the other side and they are checking his security, and he walks in. And before I know it, there's so many people, I am lost. Nobody in that convention knows me. And so they look at me and they say, my friend, who are you? Where is your card? I say, I don't have a card. Where are you from? I'm originally from Zimbabwe, but I'm flying from America. No. You're a spy. Hold him. So the guys come in and they hold me. Then they ask the question, they say, when I'm in that box, they say, my friend, your story doesn't combine. You're from Zimbabwe, you're in America, you just came in here, and here Mandela is speaking. You are being used by these white people to come and cause trouble here. No, my friend, we're arresting you. And then the fellow said to me, who do you know? He said, what? Who do you know? I said, Phil Kumalo. I said, Phil Kumalo. I said, no. Let's go and check with him. And by that time, I'm walking with the guy. I say, listen, my friend, check out those things from me, man. I have no business. I know Phil Kumalo. And he says, let's confirm. And so as we walk in and Phil is already seated on the stadium, he sees that this guy is this big, heavy fellows around me. I'm in trouble. And he says, yes, let him come in. His name is Chuma. He is my friend. Once I mentioned the name Phil Kumalo, I had access to go and speak to Mandela. Once I said Phil Kumalo, they said, come on in. The old man is still behind here. You can meet and talk to him. The name Phil Kumalo gave me access to go and speak to Nelson Mandela. The only time I met Nelson. I'm simply saying, dear friends, when we embrace the name Jesus, when we embrace the name Jesus, he says, when I am lifted up, I will draw all men unto myself. He says, let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. I go and prepare a place for you. And if I go, I shall come again and receive you unto myself. When I get to Judgment Hall, all they will ask me is, Chuma, who do you know? Jesus.
Thank you, Pastor Chuma, for that wonderful message, reminding us that we need to know the name Jesus to have access to eternal life. We'll have our closing song, 428. 428 will be our closing song. Sweet by and by. 428. On our hymnals or our gadgets, if you have that.